Hi there, my name is Casey Smith. I'm a senior associate with Henssler Financial. Today we're going to be taking a question from Nicole Carder with Kennesaw State University regarding how to resolve her student loan debt.
My name is Nicole Carder, and I am the Chief Executive Officer of the Student Managed Investment Fund here at Kennesaw State University. I'm currently pursuing a bachelor's in finance and a minor in applied statistics and data analysis. After I graduate in December, I intend to go through the master's program in applied statistics and data analysis. Ideally, I'd like to find a job where I can make use of both of my degrees doing data analytics within the financial industry. Balancing my work and home life is really important. It takes a lot of time management and knowing where to appropriately allocate my time to satisfy each role as a student, a wife, and a mother. Finance certainly does play into the work-life balance equation. So our question, and the most important financial question to us right now, is how we should go about resolving the current debt that we have in order to prepare us for the next life stage. So in light of that, we approximately have $20,000 in student loans at a 6% rate at this time. The minimum payment each month is $200, and approximately 50% is being applied to the interest of the loan at this point in time. So at what point is it worth paying extra on the loan? For example, if paying $100 extra each month only saves us a few payments off the end of the loan, then it's probably not worth it to us at this point. I'd rather keep the money and invest it in something else. So from an investment perspective, how much, if any, should we apply above and beyond the minimum payment as opposed to putting it in a secure investment to be used for something such as a down payment in the near future?
The question around whether to resolve student loan debt more quickly by making additional payments toward principal versus taking the minimum payment and investing the difference is one we get all the time, whether it's regarding mortgages, car loans, or in this case, student loans. And the answer on paper is relatively straightforward. If you can earn a higher rate of return than the rate of interest that you're paying, then you should invest the difference. In practice, though, it's a little bit more complicated than that. There's a number of factors that need to be taken into consideration. Things like your risk tolerance, your time horizon, your other assets and liabilities, interest on the debt, whether it's tax deductible or not, the investment vehicle, and the investment itself are all going to play a factor, among other things. So let's take Nicole's example in its most simple form, just to give you an idea of where we're going here. She has $20,000 in student debt. She's making $200 a month payments at 6%, 50% going to interest and 50% to principal at this point in the loan. At that rate, continuing to make the minimum payment, she'll pay off the debt in about 11 and a half years. She can reduce that time to take to pay off the debt by about almost 5 years by making an additional $100 principal payment each month. So if she has the income to do that, she can put an extra $100 toward principal, pay it off in about 6.75 years. Alternatively, if she were to take the $100 and invest it, that $100 would grow, and let's say she could earn a 7% rate of return, and let's call it after tax just for simplicity's sake. That $100 is going to grow at 7% over that 6.75-year period to about $10,300. It sounds pretty good, but on the other hand, the balance of their loan is still sitting out there at around $10,000. So the net, if she were to make an apples-to-apples comparison, take the $10,300, pay off the debt, she'd be left with $300 at the end of the transaction. So it works out, the math works out that she should, in fact, invest the difference. But she has to take some risk to go out there and try to earn 7% for a $300 difference. So whether or not it's worth it to them is kind of based on those other factors that we've spoken about earlier. On the other hand, they are young, they're just starting out. So what making the extra investment does for them is adds a layer of flexibility. They now have some money that's outside of the loan. There's nothing that says they have to go pay the loan off right away. So they now have a pot of money sitting over here that they can use for emergency funds, down payment on a house, whatever the case may be. So there's a little bit more flexibility there. Ultimately, at the end of the day, they need to do whatever is going to make them the most comfortable, what helps them sleep at night.